no one seems to actually consider the repercussions if police protection is not afforded and Harry or Meghan are actually attacked.
I'm curious, when he did come for the Jubilee, when they attended the service at Thanksgiving, what kind of protection were they allowed at that instance? Did they have royal protection since it was a royal event?
Yes, they did. They had a cast iron assurance that they would be provided police protection during that. They obviously had some particular dispensation, but you've raised an interesting aspect here. On one hand, you have the UK Home Office and the RAVEC and the Police Protection Command and so on, stating that Prince Harry shouldn't be afforded, he shouldn't be entitled to police protection as a citizen.
Right.
And yet here he is coming to the UK for a well-publicised event, and they've turned around and says, yes, you can have particular police protection. There has to be a balance here, and there isn't a balance. It's all disaffected by opinions and everything else. It's clear that there's nothing written down as a policy,
right?
And so what we have is a state of an unbalance of and the conflicts of opinion to what should be delivered.
I mean, in your opinion, what do you think the outcome of this is going to be?
I would like to think that Harry does actually receive police protection at cost to him, but nevertheless, some form, some element of that police oversight, the link to intelligence flows, and the armed security. It could appear such that he brings over his American team, his security team with him, where they support that police effort on the ground here. Or it could indeed be a UK company supporting the police effort over here. I would actually, if I wanted to provide advice and guidance on this, if the UK government was to dictate, or after all the court hearings, the result was to be that an element of police protection could be provided. However, it's to be supported by the private sector, then I would actually recommend a UK company to fulfill this for obvious local reasons, legally and everything else. And that private sector appearance should be delivered by former police protection. But nevertheless, I mean, let's see how it'll be interesting to see what happens as a result of these court hearings. But it's a very serious situation, and no one seems to actually consider the repercussions if police protection is not afforded and Harry or Meghan are actually attacked. Because there'll be fingers pointed. There'll be a review, a whole investigation, and then there'll be an outcome at the end of it with no doubt saying, yes, we actually made the wrong decision here. Let's nip this in the bud now. Let's get it right now. And let's actually deliver the security that Prince Harry is actually constitutionally entitled to as a senior member of the royal family.
For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.